Alright, blesses him for the first time. I'm unreliable. We're playing Game of Thrones. Not gonna lie, there's a hell of a lot of reading in front of us. I'm not going to do it. We've already read the first paragraph, and to be honest, I remember what happens. I can just tell you. We went back to our man's. Valar was there. He killed someone, arrested someone else. We snuck into our house and found some letters. It turns out our brother's been seeing a whore, and now we're going to go see that whore. Nice and simple.
Of course, if he wants it, but someone has to do it with him.
Ah, we had that last time as well. That guy's still up to no good then. I'll have another wee look about just in case there's anything good. Ah, well, hi there. Bow, bow, chick, bow. That's just weird. Well, I don't know, I'm just trying to get my pixel guy laid. I don't want a pixel cock block. Oh.
Lots of things, my dear, lots of things. But I'm in no haste. I'll have a drink first, and pour one for yourself.
As it pleases you, my sweet lord.
I wonder if it's an open bar. We could talk to her again. Nah, let's not. Oh, that's the way back out. Ooh. Yeah, I'll take them. Is that... Did I get bonus loot because of my luck? I sense something. I love the disposable dialogue. It's one of my favourite bits of this.
You must be cheating, you little slut, I know it.
Mayhaps my handsome lord would prefer it if I played without my robe. That way you could be sure I don't have any cards hiding about my body.
Now there's an idea. Yes, do it.
Hope they're all fuck him. The Summer Isles. Actually, I'd like to read about the Summer Isles. We might do that at some point. Eventually, we're just going to go through and read all the lore. I probably won't.
Many pardons, my lord, but are you not Sir Alistair
Varys?
Sarwick? I heard tell that you had returned to the Seven Kingdoms.
Indeed. You appear to know much about me. To whom do I have the honor of speaking?
I realize that my impromptu intervention might have startled you, my lord, but pray, do not take umbrage. The return of a war hero could not help but attract my attention, particularly when his return proves to be so ostentatious.
I won no honors in the war, just scars. But you have yet to introduce yourself.
Your modesty does you honor, my lord. You forged quite a name for yourself fighting for King Robert in his rebellion. Excuse my rudeness. I've not yet told you my name. I am Lord Varys, and I hope you will count me as a friend. We never crossed paths 15 years ago, but perhaps you have heard of me?
Was Varys even here 15 years ago? This is the weird eunuch priest guy. Doesn't look anything like him. He was a spy master for the other side. Pretend to know nothing. Now let's...
Lord Varys. Oh yes, I know you. You were Master of Whispers to old King Aerys Targaryen. I did not recognize you, disguised as you are. I remember a more elegant man of the court.
Well, I am delighted to hear that. Let us simply say that I sometimes prefer to go unnoticed.
You haven't changed. Already in the time of Aerys, it was said that you had eyes in every court in Westeros, and that you knew everything about everyone. We rebels called you the Spider. Some of our lords were wary of you. You made some enemies along the way.
Alas, the people of the Seven Kingdoms have little affection for eunuchs. All of those noble knights and grand lords are loath to risk their reputations with informers and spies. But in the Game of Thrones, information is power. Those who most despise us are often the first to benefit from our whispers.
Oh, I was just so enthralled by listening to him speak, I forgot there was dialogue options. If he is a eunuch, he is not here by chance. What? What does that mean? He did not survive the end of the war. How did he survive the end of the war? I'm having trouble reading. Let's go away. How did he survive?
You, who were loyal to House Targaryen. I had thought that you would have fallen with King Aerys.
My loyalty is to the crown, Sir Alistair, not to he who wears it. The moment that Robert Baratheon sat upon the Iron Throne, my duty was to assist him.
And he agreed to it. I hadn't thought that King Robert was a great friend to eunuchs and spiders.
Oh, he is not, my lord, as the gods are my witness. But it is in his nature to pardon defeated enemies who pay him homage, and that is to his great credit. Thus I kept my role as Master of Whispers, as well as my seat on the King's Council.
You must be a very busy man then, Lord Varys. I imagine that it is not coincidence that brings you to speak with me.
You are correct, my lord. I wanted to discuss the Baratheon rebellion.
Ooh. Let us discuss the rebellion. The memory is painful, or enough talk. Let's discuss the rebellion.
Why not? There is one question that I have never been able to be free of. Do you believe that the rebellion was a good thing, after all is said and done? Is King Baratheon a better king than Targaryen?
Old King Aerys was mad, my lord. Mad and cruel. That no one can deny. His habit of burning the great people of the kingdom alive could only bring him to ruin. After that, any idiot could have passed for a good king. As for his majesty, Robert, his subjects loved him. Of that I have little doubt. But he pays little heed to matters of the realm and remains blind to the enemies around him. I fear that a new storm brews on the horizon. Does that knowledge make you regret your part in the rebellion?
It was the right thing to do, or I obeyed his orders. Let's just go with the obeyed the orders, because that's what we've been about so far. Look at his chin.
No. The causes and consequences of the war mattered little to me at the time. My only concern was to obey Tywin Lannister, my liege lord. Had he ordered me to fight alongside the followers of Targaryen, I would have gone with him without hesitation.
I understand. You were just one young knight amongst hundreds of others, and Tywin Lannister was always a demanding master. He dragged you into that war and you carried out your duty as a bannerman.
At the time, Lord Tywin wanted a foot in each camp. When he ordered us to fight for Robert, I chose to follow his orders, yes.
Why such bitterness, my friend? You fought valiantly, and, more importantly, you were on the winning side. You could have brought renown, fortune, and glory to your house, if you had so wished. And yet, when the time came to reap the benefits of your efforts, you turned away and left Westeros. I admit that I do not understand why.
The war ended badly. Let's talk about it.
The rebellion was not nearly as noble as it is portrayed in the tales and songs. You yourself know that. It is one thing to face an armed enemy. It is quite another to attack those who are already vanquished. Let us say that the last orders that I received left a bad taste in my mouth. I preferred to go. I did not want glory won in that manner.
It was a courageous decision, sir. It is often easy to forget that it is our choice whether or not to obey. Perhaps it would interest you to learn that your old squire, Valar, did not spurn the honors as you did. Lord Tywin Lannister covered him in gold and knighted him to reward him for his exploits and his unfailing loyalty.
For his unspeakable brutality, you mean to say? I had the opportunity to behold his work again in the square. Such a wild beast should not be left to roam free, much less granted a command. It is an invitation to disaster.
Have a care, my friend. Sir Valar has become an important member of the court. He is a faithful supporter of Queen Cersei's, and he could cause you great harm if you were to make him an enemy. I strongly recommend that you avoid making such remarks in public.
I can only tell the truth, or let's be careful.
I watched him grow in both size and ferociousness. I know what he is capable of better than anyone. No need to worry, though. I won't go provoking him without cause.
What a relief. Now, I'm afraid that I must beg your leave. Please excuse me. I'm afraid that my little birds are always chirping and demanding my attention. Make the most of your stay with Chattia. I hope to see you again soon.
Well, that was a nice wee cameo. I wasn't expecting that. It was actually him as well. It wasn't even just someone pretending to be him. Ooh, new trait, nostalgic. Should we check and see what that does? That's inventory, that won't tell us. It'd be character page. Nostalgic. Ooh, one extra skill point earned per level. Awesome. Like that a lot. I wonder if I picked the other one would have given me a negative debuff. Ah. Maybe there was a couple of different buffs I could have got there. This... that's just a rando room. Oh my god, I'm a vampire. Turns out I'm a vampire. Is there any fireplaces that we can speak to in here now? None of them that are on, that's a shame. I can just go a wee fireplace conversation right now. This door's jinxed, so we'll just head this way. I think we're going to get... ooh. We're going to get some more exposition, but some other things could happen. Let's casually stroll up there. Act all cool.
You are Felena, if I'm not mistaken. Shataya said that I might find you here.
You are not mistaken, my lord. How might I please you?
A one-on-one will be enough to satisfy me. Preferably far from prying ears.
My lord needs only close the door. At Shataya's, the walls are thick and the beds are deep.
Slow down. I just want to speak with you.
Oh, in that case, it will be done according to my lord's pleasure.
I am Alistair, of House Sarwick. I imagine that means something to you.
Sarwick? By the maiden, you are from Gawain's family, are you not? Did he send you? How is he? When will he return?
She seems to have great affection for Gawain. I did not expect that. She doesn't appear to know more than me. Let's go with the affection.
By Relor's flame. Why are you so concerned with my brother's fate?
My lord, I know the realities of my profession. Shataya treats us well, but in a few years I will be too old to draw men's eyes. And what awaits me then? Begging or walking the docks? I wish for Lord Gawain to take me into his service. Not to marry him.
Jump cut.
I'm not that naive. But he has always been attentive and charming. He will make a good master. He and I have talked about this.
I understand your worries, but all of this does not tell me where he is. You recently sent him a love letter. You seem to be aware of his movements.
Yes, my lord. Lord Gawain told me he was going to River Spring in order to visit his father. Lambert, his servant, would send me news. He told me that Lord Gawain planned to return to King's Landing shortly, so that he wouldn't forget to pay me a visit. I sent him a message.
I wonder how they stay on.
Yes, but my message was for naught. He came directly here soon after his arrival in town.
Huh?
He found out that the city watch was looking for him. It was I who washed the dust of travel from him. He did not even go to his home first.
Ah, well, he's smart because they would have got him. He did the right thing, and since he did the right thing.
Well thought. Knowing that the gold cloaks were likely watching the house, coming here was a good decision.
He was very nervous. He hardly spoke to me that night. I tried to ask him questions about the patricide rumors, but they only made him angry. The last thing he said was that he would go to the Red Keep, that the Crown would hear what he had to say, and that he had more than one card to play. He left at the first light of dawn. I have had no news since, and the gold cloaks continue to search for him. Something must have gone wrong.
Indeed. It would appear that Gawain never returned to the Sarwick residence.
What do you plan to do, my lord? The city watchers searched for him in vain for days. Even Lord Varys does not know his whereabouts, and Lord Varys knows all.
What does Varys have to do with this? Or I will hunt for Gawain. Let's ask about Varys.
You spoke of Gawain with the eunuch. Why? What did he want?
He asked me questions, my lord. Nearly the same ones you did. He said he wanted to help him.
Strange. Why would the Master of Whisperers want to help a fugitive escape the King's justice?
I don't know why, but Lord Varys has always been good to us here. He has given us many reasons to be thankful for his attention. As far as he knows, the City Watch never caught Lord Gawain. The gold cloaks have nothing to do with his disappearance.
Yes, I thought so. They came to search the Sarwick residence and are still looking for him. I will go to the Red Keep and see if I can find out more about him.
Wait. This cloak belongs to Lord Gawain. He forgot it. Take it, please.
I know this cloak.
By the fire! That's Sarwick Giltwaters. I remember seeing Father wear it on many a special occasion. Indeed, a cloak is more appropriate for a royal interview. I wasn't expecting to find it in this place.
Lord Gawain wore it when he would
But
come
you
to
have-
visit. Since he was a wanted man, he feared it would attract too much attention, so he preferred leaving it here. I am sure he would be happy to know that the cloak is in the hands of a kinsman.
This cloak is worth a fortune. How kind of you to return it to me.
You're making me blush. Frankly, I'm uncomfortable keeping this cloak in my residence. If the gold cloaks were to find it, I could get into trouble. Take it, please. It's yours. I pray to the maiden to help you in your search. Find Gawain, my lord. Bring him back safe and sound.
I would need more than the help of an imaginary goddess.
Oh my god,
but
what
I
an asshole.
appreciate the intention, as I'm sure my brother does as well. Farewell, Felina.
What an asshole. My guy is, I mean, needs more than help, I imagine. Pick up a hot iron bar and see how far you can walk with it. Can we speak to you again? I would have given you money for that cloak. I'm going to equip it right now in front of you and show you how awesome I look with it. What does it do? Bargaining chance? Alright, let's have a look at it. Oh damn, it's got a goddamn crescent on it. Must be a special occasion. Is that because I was nice to her? I think that's his bath? Right, anyway. There's another dial. Ooh. No, it's this guy again.
If I played without my robe.
Yeah, we had this out last time. Kinda wish I had multiple dialogue options for when you went. I had to go back again. Uh oh. How the hell do we get out of here? Back up the stairs. Yep, back up the stairs. And then in this room. Right, go back up and talk to her. No? See, I could totally... Right, never mind. There must be another way out. Let's have a quick look at the map. There's a dialogue option downstairs. There's another way down here. Do we just not see it? Oh. Alright, another one of these is Tywin Lannister. Ha. It's weird that that's in here. Look, the dogs just woke up as well. I wonder if you'd have heard them snore in the background there. Right, so this is a dead end as well. And we really have to go. Let's save it. We're over saving 8 again, so that's when we first came in here, so hopefully we won't need that one. I don't think we will anyway. There bloody must be another way out of here.
What did I tell you? Aren't these the prettiest little fillies in all of the Seven Kingdoms? Lots of things, my dear, lots of things.
Is he being good this way?
I'll have a drink first.
There's really no way out. Go have a drink then, you prick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't fight 5 of them. Well, I've got my cloak, and we just saved the game, so let's just stroll right up to them. Nothing bad can happen to us, obviously, eh?
There, that's him.
You're obviously looking for trouble, Sir Alistair. In the Crown's name, you are under arrest.
What is it I stand accused of, officer?
You are accused of murder. Guards from the City Watch were killed in your home just today.
They have no proof, huh?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I just arrived in King's Landing. Men died in my home? Do you have any leads?
You're quite confident, Sir Alistair, but your story isn't fooling anyone. Several witnesses saw you leave your home immediately after the incident.
The King's justice concerns everyone, my lord, even people of your standing. Give yourself up.
What will become of him?
He will be stripped of his weapons and brought to the dungeons of the Red Keep. If he's found guilty, tradition allows him to choose his own punishment. He will either be sent to the wall to take the black, or be beheaded.
Now that's an amusing notion.
And if you should be foolish enough to resist, my men are just outside, and they would eagerly welcome a chance to avenge their brothers in arms. A simple gesture from me, and this brothel will be left in ruins.
Sir Alistair, I pray, none of that here. Think of my girls.
Very well, officer. I'll follow you.
I like the fact I did murder 3 people, remember that? That's a thing. You can't just murder people and get away with it. Oh. Shit, that was a quick turn. He's all burnt.
Courage, Alistair, courage. A few days spent in the dungeons of the Red Keep won't be the death of me. They're bound to send me someone to speak with.
Jinxer. Right, we're back again. We just had to let the dog out the room, huh? Is this
Hello,
Varys? Yeah, it
Lord
is.
Sarwick.
Lord Varys?
It is too bad these surroundings are not as pleasant as our last encounter. How has your stay been?
Long. I had expected a quick trial when the men of the City Watch came to arrest me. I was mistaken. You are the first person to come and visit me.
Why is he come to see me? Or he might have news for me. Let's find out why he's here.
Why are you here? Usually my only visitors are rats.
You see, the fact that you don't seem to care about yourself rather pleases me. Your escape will go unnoticed for quite some time.
My escape? Has someone decided to help me out of here?
I am here to serve you, my Lord Sarwick.
What could you possibly gain from that?
The balance of the Seven Kingdoms is delicate, and I predict more upheaval to come. It is clear that you have a role in what is to come.
Thank you for your concern, but I refuse to leave these cells as a fugitive. I prefer to await my trial and defend my name before the crown.
You are quite the optimist.
I am sorry if I've ruined your plans. I intend to meet with the Queen. I must take back River Spring and keep that traitor Valar from getting his hands on it. To do that, my name must be cleared. Otherwise, how can I plead my case before the Queen?
Cleared? You've killed Goldcloaks, my friend.
Who has accused me? One of Valar's soldiers? Then it will be my word against his.
I see. It may not go as smoothly as you imagine. Believe me when I tell you that it will be several more weeks before your trial. In the meantime, Savala will have wed your sister.
Ha, so he's got me. I like the fact that I didn't even think about killing those guys. Well, I did. I tried to run away from them. That was the first bit they would have seen me, so I had to kill them. Right, why is he worried about this marriage, or what is he planning? Let's find out why he's worried about the marriage.
Valar is the one who truly preoccupies you, is he not? That's why you're here, making this proposal.
Only the kingdom preoccupies me, my friend. That said, we may find common ground.
I'm listening.
I can get you an audience with the Queen. Today, if you wish it.
I doubt that a fugitive would be allowed to approach her, much less speak to her.
You only knew Cersei Lannister as a naive young princess, dear man. Since her marriage, she has become a strong-willed queen with a burning ambition, well-versed in intrigue. She has been filling the court with her creatures for years now.
So?
Thus, the virtue she prizes above all else is loyalty, which she rewards generously. That is how Savala moved up in court, and therein, paradoxically, lies your opportunity. Swear blind allegiance to the Queen, become her devoted servant, and she will give you what you desire.
And you believe that Valar will just sit there and allow me to thwart his ambitions?
Oh, I doubt that very much. It is quite likely that he will strike back at you eventually, but in front of the Queen, he won't dare to use force. Of course, he will try to remind her of her commitments, but she has never been capable of the same loyalty that she demands of her men. Impress her, make yourself more desirable than your rival, and you will win.
He's right, it's worth a try, or let's find out why Valar bothers him.
Is Valar sly enough to have wronged the Master of Whisperers himself?
Your half-brother is much more intelligent than he appears, and he has a powerful ally who has begun to move her pawns forward. As for the details, those are my concern.
Excellent, Varys. How do you plan on getting me out of here?
As you may imagine, I have no desire to be seen in the company of a fugitive when I go back up. You'll have to manage on your own. Here is the key to your cell. Once I've left, you will leave and head towards the guard room. You will find the guard asleep at his post. I'll wager that he was served a particularly strong glass of wine.
Very well. And the others? Surely the king's prisons are not guarded by just one drunk man.
Don't worry. In the very depths of the Red Keep, there are paths known only to ghosts and spiders.
So is he alright, I don't care if he's a ghost or a spider. Secret passages in the Red Keep, or if he knows they're there, others do as well. Let's talk, secret passages.
Are you saying that the throne room can be accessed through secret passages without being seen by anyone?
Indeed. When the Red Keep was built, King Maegor the Cruel made certain that the fortress walls were all connected by a vast network of secret passages. These passages allowed his spies to see and hear everything that occurred in every room in the keep. It is said that Maegor had every man who worked on its construction executed in order to keep the passages secret.
Smart.
Apparently that was not enough.
Indeed. But don't forget, Lord Sarwick, it is my duty to stay informed. I am the only one who knows all of its entrances and the full extent of its meanderings.
Huh.
I see. Then tell me how to access the throne room.
Pass by the row of cells across from yours. Look for the one with the flagstone on the floor bearing the sigil of the Targaryen dragon. It is a passage towards the tunnels. Past that point, be on your guard.
So Varys knows about all the secret tunnels and the secret way into the throne room. That's awesome. That's quite a piece of lore. All of that will benefit him. But would it be better than rotting in here? Let's go with all
Very
of that.
well. But do not expect my gratitude. I'm sure that helping me serves your plans.
I will await you at the end of the passage to give you access to the throne room, where you will meet the Queen. Good luck, Lord Alistair, and I will see you soon.
Why didn't they just shoot him with a crossbow while he was in his cell? Something like that, and just pretend that he left. I don't know. Right, well, know what? That's us at about half an hour. We'll just have one last wee look at our burnt guy. Wonder how that happened. I guess the fire didn't cleanse him. At least not all of him. Right, well, I've been Unreliable. Join us again for the first time.